Yes po, sir.
Okay. So, yesterday, kinumpit lang natin yung answering yung ating sample problem for autocycle. And then, pinasagutan ko sa inyo yung ating remaining two problems with autocycle dun sa ating lecture notes. So, I hope with that, naintindihan na natin yung ating mga analyzation ng performance ng ating auto cycle. Ano? So, for today, we're going to discuss naman yung ating air standard diesel cycle lang. And then, I will be going to discuss yung ating mga formulas na gagamitin. We're going to derive those formulas and explain kung paano natin siya gagamitin. So, yun naman, we're not going to have problem on that kasi yung ating namang auto cycle is closely related lang to our diesel cycle. Ano? So, halos pareho lang sila. Nagkaiba lang sila ng isang process which is yung ating heat addition. Kasi sa diesel natin, we have a constant pressure heat addition. Okay, so wait lang. Let me prepare lang yung ating presentation.
Alam mo, wala na. Dalit na rin ang panin. Pero, wala na talaga. Hindi ako nagsasabi. Pwede ba kung madagdagan? Basta, alin lang kung aware sila. Alin lang kung aware. Sige, wala na. Sige, wala na.
Okay, so we have here our air standard diesel cycle. I have included dito sa ating lecture notes is the brief history lang of the air standard diesel cycle. Ano? So it was Diesel Rudolf Diesel, the German thermal engineer who invented the internal combustion engine that bears his name, which is also called our diesel engine. Ano? So yan, ito naman ni brief background lang if you want to know more kung saan ba nanggaling yung ating diesel engine. So you can go back on that if you want to know about that. So naka-given dyan naman yung kanyang ginamit ng demonstration in 1897. So that is a 25 horsepower 4-stroke single vertical cylinder compression engine. So as we can recall, dun sa ating naging discussion on the or the classification ng ating internal combustion engine, yung ating method of ignition kapag sinabi nating diesel engine is the compression ignition. Ano? So sa auto cycle, we have the spark ignition. So, because of the energy content ng diesel, hindi na natin kailangan ng spark plug in this cycle. Ano? Ayan, so for now, let's have the processes natin in our diesel cycle. So sabi nga dito, the diesel cycle is an ideal or air standard cycle for compression ignition engine. This cycle is constant pressure combustion cycle. Ano? So that is the difference nito with our auto cycle. This is a constant pressure combustion cycle. So we have here our processes. This is just the same, pwera lang dito sa ating process 2 to 3. Ano? So our process 1 to 2, still that is the isentropic compression. Yung 2 to 3 natin, syempre, there is already a constant pressure heat addition. And then for 3 to 4 natin, we have isentropic expansion, and 4 to 1 we still have the constant volume heat rejection. So constructing again yung ating PV diagram mula simula, di ba we have the 4-stroke cycle. So again, meron tayong ating intake stroke, and then isentropic compression, and then constant pressure, and we have intake stroke, and then isentropic compression, and then constant pressure heat addition. So dito na yung ating QA or heat addition. And then we still have our isentropic expansion, and then constant volume heat rejection. And then go back to our exhaust, tapos intake ulit. So yan lang naman yung ating PV diagram for our air standard diesel cycle. So included naman dito yung ating ginamit na PV diagram and also the TS diagram. So dito naman, yun lang, we have a P, pressure na constant, tapos sa heat rejection, volume naman ang constant natin. Okay, so I hope we are clear with the processes ng ating diesel cycle. So let's proceed with the formulas na gagamitin natin. So most of the formulas naman is closely related lang sa ating Otto cycle. So for the compression ratio, that is our V1 over V2. So pareho lang. But then, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung V3, yung V4 over V3 kasi hindi na equal yung 2 and 3 natin dito. Yung volume 2 and 3. So, pero equal pa din yung ating volume 4 and 1. So we can still use yung ating V4 over V2. So sabi nga dito, our V1 over V2 is not equals to V4 over V3 unlike sa ating Otto cycle. So we also have yung ating cut-off ratio wherein siya yung ating ratio ng volume at the end of combustion over our volume at the beginning of combustion. So we have for the cut-off ratio, we have V3 over V2. And then since sa Otto cycle natin, our compression ratio is just the same with our expansion ratio, magkaiba yung value niya kapag we have the diesel cycle. So itong ating part na to, itong ating constant entropy heat expansion and our isentropic compression, that is not the same kapag we have a diesel cycle. So with that, we have our expansion ratio, and that is equals to the volume at the end of expansion over the volume at the beginning of expansion. So that is V4 over V3. So using these formulas, we can derive another formula for our compression ratio. Kasi if we are going to multiply our V3 over V2 or our cut-off ratio times our expansion ratio na V4 over V3, so makancel lang natin yung V3, and this is equals to V4 over V2 or V1 over V2. So this is our compression ratio. So we can have yung another formula for compression ratio to be our cut-off ratio multiplied by our expansion ratio. Okay, so are we clear with the first part ng ating formulas? We have ating compression ratio, the cut-off ratio, and our expansion ratio. Okay, so for the volume displacement or the displacement volume, we still have the same formula naman with our Otto cycle. We have V1 minus V2.
So tayo ay makapili lang ng
okay, so yung percent clearance natin, same pa din yung ating formula naman. We have our clearance, percent clearance is equals to our V2 over VD, and also we can have yung ating compression ratio to be equals to 1 plus the percent clearance over the percent clearance. For our clearance volume naman, same pa din naman yung ating formula. So the heat added at constant pressure, so dito na maiba yung formula natin for heat addition kasi we have MCP delta T. So yung delta T natin, that is T3 minus T2. So, ito lang yung pinagkaiba ng formula in the heat addition natin. So, yung heat rejected naman natin, still the same pa naman yan kasi we have constant volume pa din yung heat rejection. So, we still have the MCV T4 minus T1. Yung network naman natin, still the same. We have QA minus QR. And then, yung process 0.122 natin or the isentropic compression process is still pareho pa din yan. Kasi pareho naman sila na isentropic process. So, we have explained this naman before sa ating Otto cycle. So, I hope clear na itong ating PVT relation. Wala namang mababago in analyzing those PVT relation in the compression process. Okay, so we still have here yung ating 1.3 kapag hot air standard if it's not given, and then for cold standard that is 1.4. So sabi ko nga, kapag hindi 1.4 yung given natin K, you are going to solve for our CV and our CP. Just use yung formula natin na given din sa ating lecture notes. Okay, so yung PVMRT, gamitin pa din natin yan hanggang ngayon. And also yung value natin for R natin. So kindly remember these values. And then, considering naman yung ating 0.223, wherein we have a constant pressure heat addition. So, we have T3 over T2 is equals to V3 over V2. So, with this, makikita natin yung ating cut-off ratio nga kanina is V3 over V2. So, we can also express our cut-off ratio in terms of temperature because of this relationship. So, kapag given yung temperature 3 and 2, we can have our cut-off ratio. So, hindi lang dependent yung cut-off ratio natin on the volume ng ating 0.3 and 2. Are we clear with this part naman? Hanggang dito? If you have any question? Wala pa naman? Okay. So, for heat added naman natin, we still have yung ating MCP. Bali, ito na kayo na bago kasi constant na yung ating pressure. I think na discuss na natin ito kanina. We have the MCP delta T lang. And then yung 0.324 natin still, that is isentropic expansion. So pareho lang yung ating gagamiting formula for the PVT relations ng ating 0.324. Ayan. So yung ating namang 0.421, still that is a constant volume heat rejection. So we still have this formula or the relationship ng ating temperature and pressure to be the T4 over T1 is equals to P4 over P1. So for the heat rejected, we still have yung ating MCV T4 minus T1. Okay, so kindly be reminded na lang doon sa paggamit ng CV natin kapag binigay yung K, huwag niyong gagamitin itong ating values na yan. Okay, so we have here naman our thermal efficiency. So for the thermal efficiency, pareho lang din naman yung ating formulas. We still have this formula, the work net is equals to our heat added. And then for our work net, that is QA minus QR over QA natin. And then we can simplify it to be 1 minus QR over QA. But also, we can have our formula for thermal efficiency using yung ating compression ratio and cut-off ratio. Kapag kaya lang yung given, makukuha pa din natin yung ating efficiency using this formula. So, are you familiar naman dito sa formula na to? Itong part na to? So, this is the formula natin for our Otto cycle. So, dinagdagan lang natin ng part na ito. Ayan. So, let's try to have the derivation nitong ating formula na to so that we can prove that we can always use this formula para sa pagkuha ng ating efficiency na hindi na dumadaan sa ating work net over QA. So, let's have here our formula. We have our efficiency to be equals to 1 minus 1 over RC, RK, or the compression ratio, minus K minus, raised to K minus 1 times, we have the RC minus 1 over the K times RC minus 1. Okay, so we have this formula, and we are going to prove that that is really the formula for our efficiency. So we are going to have yung ating formula na 1 minus QA over QR. Mali. We have 1 minus QR over QA. Diba? So, yung ating QR, we have the formula nga na MCV, then that is T4 minus T1. And then ang added naman natin is MCP, T3 minus T2. Ayan, so with that, makakancel natin yung M. So we have here our CV over CP. So naalala ba yung formula for our K, di ba? Our K is equals to CP over CV. Can you confirm? Tama? Naalala to? Ayan. So we have, simplify lang natin yung part na to. So since this is reciprocal, we have 1 over K. And then, we have our T4. Ilabas natin yung T4 natin. Mali pala. T1 ang ilabas natin. Ilabas natin yung T1. So, this will become T4 over T1 minus 1. Ito namang ilalim. It will become, ilabas natin yung T2. So, yung T2 natin magiging, itong part na to magiging T3 over T2 minus 1. Okay? So, nakikita itong T1 over T2. Diba we have a relationship ng ating point 1 to 2 to be our T2 over T1 is equals to our RK or the V1 over V2 raised to K minus 1. Naalala to? So with that, we can simplify it to be 1 minus 1 over K times, this is the reciprocal nito, so magiging 1 over RK raised to K minus 1. Ayan. And then, yung ilalim natin or the denominator natin, the T3 over T2, this is the RC natin. Diba? Naalala yung ating RC, that is T3 over T2. And then, we have minus 1. So, ito na lang yung ating kulang. We're going to derive yung ating T4 minus T1. Okay, so hiwalay lang natin yung derivation kasi medyo mahaba yung part na yan.
Ilan ba yan? Ilan na yun?
For the emphasize rate.
Isa pa lang? Sure ka?
Excuse me. Okay, so balik tayo sa ating mga PVT relations kanina. So we have yung ating T4 over T1. Ito yung ating isi-simplify. So kanina we have our T2. T2 over T1 is equals to RK raised to K minus 1. So we can have it as T2 is equals to T1 raised times RK raised to K minus 1. And also, yung T3 natin is equals to T2 RC kasi yung RC natin, di ba, that is T3 over T2. So we can simplify yung ating T3 to be T1 RK raised to K minus 1 times RC. Kasi ito na yung value natin ng T2. So we are going to save this value. We're going to save this value natin or this expression natin for our T3. Okay. So next natin, we have our relationship ng volume. Yung V3 natin, V3 over V2 natin, that is equals to RC. So we can have V3 is equals to V2 times our RC. And also, yung V4 natin is equals to V1. And then, since yung ating V4 is equals to V1, using yung relationship ng V1 natin and V2, we can have the V1 is equals to V2 raised to our RK or the compression ratio. So meaning, if we have our V3 over V4, this will become, so ang V3 natin is V2 over V2 times RC, and then yung V4 natin is V2 times RK. So magiging RC over RK na lang kasi makakancel na natin yung V2 natin. So we have here for V3 over V4, that is RC over RK. So kanina we have the T4. Ayan, so yung process 3 to 4 naman tayo. So we have our T4, diba, that T4 over T3 is equals to V3 over V4 raised to K minus 1.
Define the problem.
Ayan, so nilipat ko lang yung T3 dito. But that is the T4 over T3. Ayan. So from this equation, we can have yung value ng T3 in this expression. Ano? So that will be T1 RK raised to K minus 1 RC times yung ating V3 over V4 is equals to RC over RK. So that is RC over RK raised to K minus 1. So I think we can cancel this RK na, no? Kasi didistribute lang naman natin yung exponent na to. Ayan. So matitira na lang natin, that is T1 RC times RC raised to K minus 1. Simplifying this, so using your exponential expression, so this will become T1 RC raised to K. So our T4 over T1 is equals to RC raised to K natin. So we have here yung T4 over T1 to be RC raised to K minus 1. Okay, so rearranging this expression, we can have our formula for efficiency, which is 1 minus 1 over RK raised to K minus 1 times RC raised to K minus, so hindi yan exponent yung K lang yung exponent dyan. We have minus 1 over, may K pa tayo dito, so that is K times RC minus 1. Okay? So this will be our formula for the thermal efficiency ng ating diesel cycle. So we just tried to prove yung ating formula dito is correct. Ano? So yan, isa lang din naman yung formulang ito, saka ito. So pag kasi ito pa, you're going to remember this pa. Eh kapag ka naman ito na lang yung sa uluhin nyo, itong part na to. So itong part na to, diesel, auto cycle. So idagdag nyo lang to para maging diesel cycle. Ano? So this formula kasi is very important. Lalo na kapag ka ang binibigay lang sa atin is only limited to RK, RC, and K. Ano? So with that, makukuha na natin yung efficiency which we can use in other calculations ng hinahanap natin. So dapat alam natin itong mga formula, different formula for thermal efficiency for easier understanding and analysis, for better analysis ng ating problems. Okay, so are we clear with the thermal efficiency? You don't need to, to know yung ating derivation kasi that as a bit na sobrang haba. So para lang siya yung derivation ng ating mga isentropic process. Medyo mahaba yung ating gagawin. So pinakita ko lang for your reference. If you want to know kung bakit ba nangyari yung ating formula na yan. Okay, so we still have our mean effective pressure na pareho pa din naman. That is the work net over the volume displacement, or we have the V1 minus V2. Ayan, so I think yun lang naman muna yung mga kailangan nating formula for the analysis ng ating diesel engine. So I hope this is clear. Do you have any question with the presented formulas na ating gagamitin?
Malagi naman ganito, meron tayong product develop. Ipitin pa din natin.
Ayan. So ngayon, we still have remaining hours pa naman, less than hour na lang. So 5:02 na, hanggang alas 6 naman ata tayo. So we are going to start yung ating sample problem number 2 dito. Ayan. So, simulan lang natin with the given, and then kung given naman yung ating mga formulas na gagamitin, di ba? I have given that to you. So, you're going to apply those formula dito, and next meeting, we are going to discuss this problem para ma-check natin kung tama ba yung ginawa nyo in solving this problem number 2. Okay? So, sabi dito sa ating problem, we have a diesel cycle. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, in the problem, it is very important na mag-start tayo sa ating PV diagram so that we are guided on the processes we have. So, yan ang una ko dapat makita. We have the PV diagram. Fine na sa akin ang PV diagram. Ayan. So, we have the heat added and the heat rejected. So, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ayan. So let's have the given. So let's read our problem. Sabi dito, our diesel cycle operates with a compression ratio na 13.5. So we have our RK to be 13.5. And then sabi dito, with the cutoff occurring at 6% of the stroke. So do you think ano yung ating 6% dito sa problem? Ano kaya yung 6% natin dito? Sige, Santos.
Sir, RC po.
Hindi. At nasabi lang niya na cut off dito. Pero ang tinutukoy dito, sabi niya, 6% ng ating stroke, mag-occur daw yung cut off natin. So that is the clearance. That is the percent clearance natin. So you need to analyze those problem kasi mamaya gamitin nyo siya as cut-off ratio. Ang sabi naman dyan is yung cut-off ay nag-occur sa 6% ng stroke. Ibig sabihin, yun na yung pinaka-clearance natin. That is already the percent clearance natin. So yung percent clearance natin is 6%. Kasi nabigay ko na sa ibang section and then nag-chat pa sila sa akin bakit daw kung RC daw, kung cut-off ratio daw yung 6%. No, that is not the cut-off ratio. That is our clearance. So that is equals to 0.06. And then, let's continue the problem. Sabi dyan, state 1 natin, we have the pressure 1 to be 14 PSIA. So naka-absolute na naman yan, hindi yan gauge pressure, kaya yan na yung gagamitin nyo na value. And then we have our temperature 1 to be 140 degree Fahrenheit. So sinabi din dito that for hot air standard, we have our K to be 1.34. And then we have the initial, so 1 cubic feet, that is the volume. Initial meaning that is our V1. So we have 1 cubic feet. And so we have already this given. And then I have presented you with the formula. So I think kaya na namang kunin itong ating mga unknown. So kunin daw natin is all pressures, temperatures, and volume. So meron na tayong P1, T1, and V1. Kaya ang kukunin na lang natin is yung ating pressure, temperature, and volume at state point 2, 3, and 4. And then after that, you are going to get yung ating QA or the heat added in BTU. We have our rejected heat or the heat released or rejected to be in BTU then. And then next is the efficiency, the mean effective pressure in kPa, and also the rate of circulation. So we have another problem here, another unknown, which is for the rate of circulations of 1,000 cubic feet per minute. You are going to compute the power or the horsepower natin. So horsepower dapat yung unit na makukuha dyan. With this, binigay ko naman yung mga gagamitin na formula. So try to solve this problem using those formula. So may given naman tayo dito, and with that makukuha na natin lahat yung ating So kayo na yung bahala munang mag-analyze ng problem natin, and we are going to talk about this problem on our next meeting. Okay, are we clear with this? Gagawin sa ating problem number 2? Ayan, so the due natin for this problem is hanggang 11:59 later. So I will be posting sa ating Google Classroom yung papasahan. And then also, while browsing these lecture notes, we still have other problem related to diesel cycle. So we have problem number 7 and problem number 8. So sasagutan nyo din to, but then ang due naman nito is hanggang next meeting natin. So hanggang Monday evening. So focus lang muna dito sa ating pagsasagot ng ating problem number 2. So I think naman with the formulas natin, makukuha nyo lahat yan. So it's up to you na lang kung paano nyo siya palalabasin yung mga answer natin. Okay, so do you have any question before we proceed with our attendance? Wala na? Okay, so I hope clear naman yung ating mga gagawin. And just to remind you again, we are going to have yung ating quiz on the next face-to-face meeting natin. So, next online natin, we're going to discuss these problems ng diesel cycle, and then quiz tayo ng Wednesday next week. And then coverage from the introduction to combustion hanggang dito sa diesel cycle. Okay, so proceed muna tayo sa ating attendance. Let's have Uto nga to, di ba? Yan. Marasigan, Micaela.
Present po, sir.
Kamo,
Present po.
Patulay,
Entrance din ang prototype for design thinking natin.
Patulay,
Din sa mga panibagong product.
wala pa. Romualdo,
Possible maging product.
Sir, present po.
Tumbaga,
Yung mga ibang product na
Present po.
very useful din.
Perinya,
Present po, sir.
Rabino,
After po natin makagawa, dito din po pala sa stage.
Present po.
Gutierrez,
This is an experimental.
Present po, sir.
Dito po natin ngayon.
Manalo,
Present po.
Yung mga
Cleofe,
o yung kung ano
Present po.
Gonzales,
will be
Present po, sir.
Agbing,
re-examined
Present po, sir.
Eduardo,
on the
Present po, sir.
Areola,
implementation pala. Itong mga tao
Present po.
Bayeta,
Present po.
Liwanag,
na doon
Present po.
Santos,
Present po, sir.
Leones,
and also after naman po yun po,
Present po, sir.
Magnaye,
mas naman po
Present po.
Martinez,
rigorous
Present po, sir.
Recinto,
Present po.
Mendoza,
Present po, sir.
Dating Ginoo,
Present po.
Garalza,
Present po, sir.
Morales,
Present po.
Dubria,
during this phase, creation and refinement are made in order to rule out problem solutions.
Present po.
Miranda,
Present po.
Torino,
Dito na po nila
Brasilia,
yung complete package na
Present po, sir.
Akob,
Present po, sir.
Dakayana,
Present po.
Gahiran,
Present po, sir.
Saa,
Present po, sir.
Kuliyat,
Present po, sir.
Lim,
complete set na.
Present po, sir.
De Villa,
Present po, sir.
Umali,
Present po, sir.
Orozco,
Present po, sir.
Amparado,
Present po.
Ilagan,
Present po, sir.
Kalaw,
Paano po yung mga comments nila?
Present po, sir.
Bronce,
Present po, sir.
Hatulan,
Present po, sir.
Rehuso,
Present po, sir.
Magyawe.
Present po, sir.
Okay, si Patulay, nandito ba?
Sir, present po.
Okay. So, may hindi ba
Nag-restart lang
natawag?
po laptop. Sorry po.
Okay, sige. May hindi ba natawag? Siya ako. Okay. So, sit in ka naman dito, ano? So, I will just be going to mark na lang yung iyong index card. Okay, so, wala namang hindi natawag. So, do you have any other concern, questions? Okay, Santos?
Sir, kapag po nasa solution po, pwede po bang fraction po yung ilagay sa solution or dapat po yung nakadecimal po?
Pwede namang fraction. Kasi, same lang din naman yun.
Noted po, sir. Thank you po.
Other questions?
Sir, pure solving po ba ang quiz next week?
Okay, so I have presented, na-present ko ba sa inyo yung ILO dapat? So hindi siya pure problem solving Again, that is only based on the intended learning outcome natin. Our ILO 1, kailangan ma-explain nyo yung ating combustion process. So, kayo nang bahala kung paano kaya magiging type ng exam. So, dapat alam nyo yung combustion process natin, hindi yung basta binasa lang. So, dapat aware kayo sa mga terms ng ating combustion process para you're going to explain those. So, ano kaya mangyayari? Paano nyo kaya explain yun? And then, another learning outcomes natin is to apply our thermodynamic principle in analyzing internal combustion engine. So, yun na yung magiging problem solving natin kasi apply. So we have explain and apply. That is our intended learning outcomes. So hindi na naman siguro kailangan pang ibigay ang ating magbibigay pa tayo ng pointers since you're already in college. You should know what you need to learn. Kasi presented naman yon sa ating syllabus. Okay, so do you still have other questions? Wala na? Sige, if you don't have any other question, just proceed answering yung ating sample problem 2. And then that will be due until tonight lang. And then for the remaining, yung ating problem 7 and 8, that will be due on Monday night. Okay. So pwede na kayo mag-leave pag okay na. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po,
Thank
sir.
you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.